Hey everyone, it's Jason Pannone, Head of Reference and Cultural Assets Manager here at the East Hartford Public Library. Today I want to highlight the many digital resources that are available to you through ResearchIT CT. ResearchIT CT is an online source provided by the Connecticut State Library that has a wealth of digital resources available to you, the public. And all you need is your library card, and I'll show you how you can use them even if you don't have a library card. These resources range from newspapers to magazines, business resources, genealogy. You can get school resources for everyone from elementary school up through college. There's genealogy stuff, which I mentioned. There's just so much there that I'm going to go over it briefly and invite you to explore on your own. And if you have any questions, you can always contact us at the library at 860-290-4330, and we'll give you a hand in figuring out what you need. So with that, I'm going to show you how to get there. So the first thing that you're going to is point your web browser to easthartfordct.gov/library. And this will bring you to our home page, which you can see right here. Next, you're going to go to the links on the left-hand side, and you're going to click on Digital Resources. Give it a sec, and this is going to open up a new page. Now, some of you may have watched the Job Now instructional video. Right below that, you'll see ResearchIT CT, and you can see a little short description right here. Normally, you would need a valid Connecticut library card, but during the time of COVID-19, there are temporary links that you can click to right here where you don't need to have a library card. However, we strongly urge you to get a library card, and if you don't have one, just call us at the East Hartford Public Library at 860-290-4330, and we'll get you set up with a temporary card. With that being said, I'm going to close this page, and I'm going to go back to ResearchIT CT. I'm going to click on this link, and it opens a new tab. Now you're going to see here in the center of the page, there is a long list of resources about COVID-19. This is stuff for farmers, clearinghouse for resources, businesses and consumers. COVID-19 fact sheets available in 35 different languages. New England Journal of Medicine has created all sorts of content. You've got an online book about COVID-19 for helping kids deal with it. Lots of good stuff here. And at the bottom, there's links to Health Source, Consumer Edition, Pubmed, and Medline Plus. I especially recommend Medline Plus. That is great for non-specialists. Pubmed tends to focus more on clinical research that's more appropriate for doctors and medical professionals, although if you're interested in that stuff, go ahead and look it up. But that's not what we're going to look at today, although you can definitely look at this later. I'm going to direct your attention to this list right here. You can see that there is a lot of stuff. You can see genealogy, there's newspapers, there's ebooks and audiobooks beyond what we offer through Overdrive and RB Digital. There's the Connecticut Digital Collections, which is a lot of history stuff. So if you're a history nerd like me, you can definitely check this out. Lots of really cool stuff here. Lots of images of artifacts, photographs. There's also newspapers here. So you can see Civil War era Connecticut with online copies of newspapers printed during that era. But we're going to come back to here because there's lots of good stuff here. So say you've got your kid and he's in elementary school, he or she, and they need some help. Well, look at this. You have magazines, you've got Elementary Explorer, you've got Primary Search. If you're a teacher, you've got all sorts of resources here, including to ERIC, the Department of Education's Educational Resources Information Center, I believe that is the title, also known as ERIC. And you have Academic Search Premier and ResearchIT CT. So this is if you need homework help, your kid's doing some research, you'd be able to find a whole bunch of information here for them. And the same goes for middle school and high schools. For genealogy, not only do you have Ancestry.com, you've got ProQuest for historical newspapers, The Courant. You've got everything here from African ancestor genealogy down to the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum, where you can get all sorts of genealogy information. So there's a lot of really huge, good stuff here, if that's your thing. Here is all the resources listed from A to Z that you can access. ABI Inform, we have access to that. That's more business information. So if you're interested in that, that's a great place to look. Academic Search Premier, that's more for if you're writing a paper or things like that. And then you can go down the list. You'll notice that we do have access to the Hartford Courant, but there's a gap between 1923 and 1991. If you're looking for an obituary or things from that era, just contact us at the library and we'll help you out with getting access to that. Legal Reference Information Reference Center, if you have legal questions. And then, Consumer Reports. That is another popular one which we have access to through this. And there was one more. Referencia Latina para referencias en español. Please forgive my very bad Spanish. But this is all Spanish language stuff that you'd be able to check out and look into. And to see that, I don't see it here. Anywho, popular magazines. You're looking for a magazine to read? There's everything here from The Atlantic down to Yankee Magazine. And if you can say when you want to see what's going on in Time Magazine, you can see what's up in the current issue of Time, and you get full text access. And not only do you get recent stuff, but if you want to look all the way back to 1923, March 1923, and see what was going on in this issue, in the very first issue of Time Magazine from March 3rd, you can see what's going on. Who will be the Democratic presidential nominee in 1924? Apparently, Senator Oscar Underwood was being extolled as a possible presidential candidate for the Democratic Party. Who knew? I didn't even know that. But anyway, I digress, and I am taking up your valuable time. So let's get back to here, and let's see what else we can look at. I'll end here with ebooks and audiobooks because I want to show you everything that's available. Here's access to RB Digital, and you don't need a library card at the moment. There's also eGo. You can get ebooks and audiobooks. This is through the Simply E app, which is put out by the New York Public Library. This is also a really cool downloadable app that's for your smart device if you have a tablet or a smartphone. It's kind of cool. The New York Public Library's put a whole bunch of books online in ebook and audiobook format. Some of these are current, some of them are older, but it's a really neat thing. I suggest you check it out. And there's also ebook titles available through EBSCO. So this is a super, super quick overview of what's available to you through ResearchIT CT. I really encourage you to check it out on your own, explore what's there. If you find you're running into trouble, give us a call at the library, 860-290-4330, and we'll help you in any way that we can. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this little overview, and we'll see you next time. So until then, be well, keep washing your hands, practice safe social distancing, and stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Bye.